Hey guys, it's Guru here. I'm just going to show you, I've been tweaking my Golem deck a little bit, just trying out some new things, give you guys something different to think about. This game in particular I'm looking at here, you can see I'm running, a little bit different version. Instead of running the Mega Minion and the Baby Dragon, I'm just kind of running a little spam troop. So Night Witch spams bats, that's obviously really good. I'm also running minions, Mega Minions, and Goblin Gang. Only level 11, but that's okay. The only spell we're running is Log, and of course my favorite Elixir Collector, just to make sure we overrun them at the end. So this is a good replay, I think, against a looks like a giant control deck. So let me just go through it here. Okay, so here's a starting hand. It's not that great. I find usually starting out with Night Witch is good, but depending on what they do, that can always vary. So pretty much just pick one side and see how they react. So he sees that, he's going to start rushing with a giant. That's okay, as long as we have put the minion horde down. It's going to get tore up mostly by those fire spirits, but we can still avoid most of the damage here. Night Witch looks like he's going to go in there and probably get stopped by something. So we're not too worried about that. We stopped his big push, so we have a little elixir advantage. We know that. And we want to try to get that pump down. Unless he rushes, we're going to put it down pretty quickly here. So I'm thinking here comes another giant with that bomber. And he gets it down just in time. That can be a little troublesome. But you can see we get that giant down just a little. Just the minions get it down almost to where he gets a couple punches in, and that's fine. So we finished taking out that bomber behind it, and now we got a good push of our own. I know that he doesn't have a lot of elixir to defend it after putting all that into a second giant push at the bridge before 2 minutes. He's going to place some stuff behind it. Now here, let me just show you why. I'm going to pause it for a second. Lumberjack. I really love Lumberjack in the Golem decks because their goal is to basically run in and die. They're good at defense when you need them to be. They're pretty decent, but the main objective is to run in on the Golem behind, die, and then let the whole point of the Golem deck is for the support troops to go crazy behind it. Well, you get this free rage on all the support troops behind it, and I'll show you why it's effective. I believe it's going to happen here. So he's going to run in, take out a few goblins. If he gets to the tower, I mean, God, if you've ever seen a Lumberjack, they can do some work on the tower unabated. They just pound on it. So everything dies. He's gonna die. This tower's at 2,000, but look at even with the ice whiz hitting it, my golem gets a couple hits in. And now here's something that people don't really realize, but these little golemites can do some damage. I mean, they're getting pounded by the ice whiz still, but also that rage for a few more seconds is gonna help. I mean, take a tower from 1,000. I mean, it's basically with the ice whiz hitting him, they still did a fireball's worth of damage sitting there. So he's going to push back with he loves this giant at the bridge. He caught me putting on the elixir collector. But still, minion horde isn't a good answer. I know all he has is fire spirits and he just used those. So I put those down to defend. You know, it's pretty clear we're going to lose this tower. So we got to start thinking that this is a 2-tower game. So we maybe get a little lucky here with the minion horde and get some damage in, and we sure do. It looks like we're actually going to take the tower, so that's pretty good. But we know we're going to take that tower anyway. We're just lucky to not have to waste anything on it. So now we're at a minute. Double elixir, we got our pump down. It's perfect scenario. I'm not too worried about this tower. Like, whatever he puts on that side to me is kind of a waste unless he pushes for 3. So he puts a whole giant down there. That's a lot of elixir just to get that tower. So I'm going to just keep pushing. Let him, all I gotta do is make sure that he doesn't go all the way. You know what I mean? So once he gets that tower out of range and this one turns on, put something behind it to come up and clean up his support troops. And meanwhile, my push is going crazy on the left. He's gonna get some damage, but we don't really care. As long as he's not all in. And let me show you. So he put some damage down there in the tower, and like we don't really care because he wasted what, 10 elixir pushing on a 73 HP tower, and it's not like he's gonna win. It's not like she's gonna win. So as long as he doesn't take it all the way down and it doesn't not defending our push, that's fine. So you put something behind it, take out his support troops, and your push is still going strong. I mean, you can see what's going on up here. This is about to be real bad for his crown tower. As you can see, everything's rage from the lumberjack like I talked about. The night witch is spawning bats. I got minions everywhere, and it's just over. So he put 9 or 10 elixir into a 73 tower instead of like defending, and that was his choice to lose. And then we just really overwhelmed and took 3 there. So lumberjack, swarms, double elixir collector. It seems pretty good to me. I'm kind of liking it. That's the deck I used to run with 3 musketeers instead of the night witch before I had it, and that would be a nice little win condition. But now I feel it's better because goblin gang swarms, minions and minion horde swarm, and the night witch becomes a swarm in itself when those bats get out of control. So, and all that pairs really well with the lumberjack. I feel like I'm lacking a spell sometimes. I don't have a great answer for Three Musketeers, and I don't have an awesome answer for a well-placed princess. I have a log, but if they put it back behind the tower, it can kind of tear you up. Executioners do hurt as well. You just got to play a little smarter with your placements. Anyway, I'll be trying this out for a while, see if I can push a little bit above 4,300. But I hope you guys enjoyed it. Take care.